good morning everyone. It's a chilly Thursday morning and behind me is the Amish farm and house. So I'm gonna take a tour around the Amish community. Apparently this is the oldest farm that's open for visitors so they can observe their lifestyle, that kind of stuff. And if you don't already know, the Amish community is pretty conservative. They keep to themselves. I mean, they are following this way of life. No electricity, no motors, meaning they're still riding horse and buggies, that kind of stuff. But check this out. Right next to the Amish community is Target. It's really interesting. So I guess there's a lot of questions, why Target is right next to the Amish community, but I guess they do need some conveniences, right? So I think it's pretty cool. But anyway, so stick around. I'm gonna take more vids and pictures later because I need to sign up, for the tour. I need to get on the bus pretty soon. Okay, see ya. Hello again, people. I am in the middle of the Amish country. So apparently this community is huge. I've been, on a bus ride, and they just drop us off in some farm in the middle of the Amish country, and behind me there's some goats. So I'm also gonna take you to the barn, and then the craftsman, like a craft shop, because the Amish is actually quite, skillful, with craft, with crafts, and as a matter of fact, there's a lot of furniture building as well. Like a lot of them are furniture makers. So my sister and her husband, my brother-in-law, recently bought an Amish made furniture, like dining tables. So yeah, hi to both. And yeah, stick around and I'm gonna try to take more videos. All right. Hello again. Behind me, there is this ranch farm, and it's really interesting because this is a typical Amish, house. Because a lot of them have farms, and then they don't use electricity. So I wonder if you can see a couple giant propane tanks here behind me. And yeah, it's really interesting. I think they lead a simple life. They don't drive cars. They don't even drive bicycles, because there's a lot of rules that I found really interesting. But in general, I think they seem to be really peaceful people. And as a matter of fact, I believe they are called pacifists. So they are against war, that kind of stuff. They don't want to meddle in that kind of stuff. So yeah, really interesting things going on. One of the most interesting during trivia in my during my road trip. And yeah, just beautiful. I mean, look at this swath of land. I mean, since there is no electricity, then yeah, I mean, it's really kind of primitive, but I wouldn't say primitive, because they do have to use electricity at some point. Yeah, but it's really cool. Okay, towards the end of the tour, I can now tour around the Amish community. This is actually like the typical Amish farmhouse. As you can see, like there's a big silo and warehouse and barn behind me, and then of course there are goats. Here they I guess they eat goat, but yeah, I'm not really. Oh, goat cheese, there we go. Here there's a lot of goat cheese. Yeah, so this is really interesting. I mean, yeah, there's that large propane tank. Oops, sorry. There you go. Yeah, I mean, the Amish is not as conservative or outdated as you might think, because some of the houses they have solar panels, and which is really surprising. I mean, yeah, that's how they can generate electricity. So they're keen on using alternative energies. Like I think I mentioned propane, and then I also mentioned the gas and oil, but yeah, they don't usually use any. They don't use electricity. I mean, yeah, it's like they're gonna have to like borrow, I guess, if necessary. Of course, they don't use telephone, they don't use cell phone. They only use it in case of emergency. So it's a really interesting lifestyle, and but obviously a lot of it, is tied to their, Christian faith. Anyway, I'm just gonna walk around and see like what else is worth recording or taking pictures of.